So we've been working on solving equations, and we've been working on using the distributive property. So today we're going to put those two things together. So we have an equation that has the 4 on the outside and then the 2x minus 6 in the parentheses. So we know we need to use the distributive property, so we're going to use the distributive rainbow here. That shows we're going to take the 4 times the 2x, and we're going to just drop that subtraction symbol down, and then the 4 times the 6, which still equals 16. So if I take 4 times 2x, that's going to give me 8x. Still keep that subtraction symbol in. And the 4 times the 6 is going to give me 24. And then now that I've used the distributive property, I can just go about solving the equation the same way that we've been doing it. So my goal is I'm trying to get the x by itself. So I'm going to get rid of this constant. So to get rid of a negative 24, I'm going to add 24 to both sides. So on this side, I would have 8x left. And on this side, I am going to have 40. So I have 8x equals 40. And to get rid of the 8 on this side, I will divide it by 8. So I do the same thing to the right side. And I would get that x is equal to 5. And if I want to check my answer, I just go ahead and put 5 back into the original expression up here. And sure enough, I would get that this left side would be equal to 16. So here's another example. Same thing. I have the 4 on the outside the parentheses, so I am going to use the distributive property to start out. So I'm going to take the 4 times the 2b, drop down that addition symbol, and then the 4 times the 8, and that's going to equal 48. So 4 times 2b was going to give me 8b, and then 4 times 8 is 32. Now that I've distributed, I can solve the equation for b. So trying to get b by itself, I'm going to subtract 32 from both sides. And I would get 8b on this side is equal to, looks like 16. Divide both sides by 8. And I'd get that b is equal to 2. And that's my answer. Now with this problem, I want you to give it a try on your own and then pause it while you try it. And once you think you got it, turn me back on and see if you got the correct answer. So hopefully the first thing you did was you used the distributive property. I'm going to do 2 times 3c. That gives me 6c, and I'm going to keep that addition symbol. And then 2 times 17 is 34, and then I'm just going to drop down everything else. Now I can see right away that I do have some like terms, and I always want to clean things up and make it as easy and short as I can. I know that I can combine this 34 and the 10 to give me 44. And then I'm just going to solve by getting c by itself. I'm going to subtract 44 from both sides. So I would get 6c is equal to, well, I have 32 minus 44. And so that is going to give me a negative number, and that would be negative 12. And so divide by 6, if I divide a negative 12 by a 6, I'm going to get negative 2. So my answer is C is negative 2. Hopefully you got that answer as well. And it's as simple as that. You want to make sure that you use the distributive property first, and then once you have done that, you can go about solving the equation just like we have practiced in class.